Welcome everybody back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is our reaction to the endings of Overlord. There are 4 of them, and they were voted by our patrons at patreon.com/boldcast, where you can go to vote on the next opening and ending reaction we do. We do 2 of these videos a week. So we have 2 of these polls a week. You can go vote on what we're going to be watching next for this, and a bunch of other cool things there. All of our tiers get access to the uncut for these, for this reaction, and all of the previous opening and ending reactions that we've done in the past, with better audio and visuals, and a bunch of cool stuff aside from that as well. So go check out patreon.com/boldcast to have it saying what we watch in the future and get some better content. Everyone wanted us to watch these. Are you excited?
Yes.
You really liked the openings, right? Or you really liked the third one?
OP3, I listen to it every day, not joking. So I'm excited to see about these. I think people have said that they're really good. There are 3 and then 1 special one, as far as we know. Sorry if we missed any.
Do you know if the special one is from a different, like from an OVA?
No, I
or
believe
from,
it's just a different version. I think it might even be the same song as one of the other ones, but I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm trusting Lindsay that she has found all of these, because there were 4 openings, right?
There's 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, holy shit. All right, Overlord ending reaction. Number 1, let's go. You already love it.
Holy shit, this is crazy.
Don't you just love it? I can tell. You're so into it. I wish it was higher quality audio. I know it was only a minute and a half, but it felt like it went on a little bit long there at the end to me.
That was kind of weird.
You didn't like it?
I did like it, but the noise is that like there was a lot of
the noise, is that the word for it? What?
Like, you know what I mean? Like, no.
Are you asking me to, like, if you have the correct pronunciation or meaning of noise? Can you use it in a sentence?
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, not the scratchiness of the sound.
Yeah.
Was a little bit much.
So here's what that was. That wasn't even the song. That was Funimation. I can tell from the quality of this. First of all, classic Funimation, putting their end card elements on the actual shit instead of making a separate end card. That's how you can tell how low effort Funimation is. I cannot stand them anymore. It's so garbage. Not only do they do that, but you can tell even though they have the raw show, they instead decide to obviously screen record the ending on their own website and then just hit upload. And they recorded in a lower quality than the raw that they literally have. They have whoever is running the channel either wasn't given access to the actual ending or is just fucking dumb and just recorded everything on like OBS or a screen recorder at a downscaled bitrate. That includes the audio, even though this is a fucking music video. I cannot stand Funimation. You can tell, like, you can see the blurriness in the text on the screen for the credits and for the subtitles. I fucking hate this shit. God, it's so dumb. They're literally Funimation. They have access to the raw files.
Maybe I should have found something not from Funimation, but I thought it would be better quality.
You would assume that, wouldn't you? To a video from the company that literally has the rights to the fucking show and streams it on their website, that they would have better quality YouTube videos. Watch them strike us down, but just because I went off on them. Regardless, I still love Funimation. It's just super frustrating when they do shit like this, because Crunchyroll doesn't have these problems, and I have such a way longer history with Funimation going back to my childhood. It just is really disappointing that they have this many problems with their fucking website and their YouTube channel. Anyway, as far as the ending itself goes, It was okay. I liked this. The song was better than the visuals. The visuals, it was clearly just like the cute
girl ending.
But not even just the girl ending. Just this is our sexy girl that we made to put on the covers of the volumes, and now we're just gonna advertise. Like, they're just using her in the ending because she's like sexy or whatever.
I think she's like the main girl.
I understand, but she was made for exactly this reason, to like put her on the forefront of like of this and promotional material to like sell volumes, because she does have a really good design. She's really cute and really
cool.
sexy.
She really looks like what's her face, Seiyuu from Naruto.
Yeah. I think we mentioned that in the Naruto reaction. But it's I at the start I was like, holy shit, I can see why people really recommended this. Now, it just seems like the Overlord fan base is super thirsty if this is what they call an insane opening or an insane ending. But I imagine it will be better than this. I'm only saying this because if people recommended it so much, I imagine that it gets a lot better. And I hope it does, genuinely. Because I did like the song. Wait, which one's next?
That one.
This one?
Yeah, it's like the special one.
Is this a karaoke version? This is an OVA. This is like horrible. Are these characters from the show? The monotone. Okay.
I have
that must be karaoke. Hang on, let's see. 1.5 Seiyuu version. So it's just the voice. It's just the actresses. Clearly,
I love the monotone for like several of them. It seems like.
Yeah, that was awesome. I love shit like that so much. I'm a big fan of stuff like that. So that made up all of my grievances.
I imagine that would be way funnier if you watched the show.
For sure.
But it was still pretty funny.
Did the singer say fuck in the original one?
Yeah, it was like, but it was like in the like written lyrics, it was like crossed out with X's.
Oh.
So okay. I don't know if they like actually said it or just like almost said it.
I didn't notice that when we saw it for the first time, but good job, Overlord. That's good. All right, next one. Is this Funimation too?
I don't know.
I don't think so. Oh, this is the same thing. Or are those supposed to be called like lamias? But that's more of like a lizard-looking thing. Is this Eimer? I like the song. The visuals are alright. Oh, it's not Eimer. Madhouse? I didn't know this was Madhouse. Yeah, that one was better than the first one,
that
for
one was
sure.
Really good.
I liked that it featured more than one character and there were more things going on.
They sort of had the same art style, though, for the...
I appreciate it. I'm not a huge fan of... it just seemed like they lingered too long on some stuff, you know? But I did like There was enough movement, like the focus shifts in this one and the light shifts in this one.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. There were things that I really liked about it. I mostly liked that it didn't just focus on one character, and that it showed us more going on in the story, rather than just like baiting us with like the one cute waifu. By the way, what is it with isekai fans and waifus? Have you noticed that? Like
in every isekai, there's a lot of waifus.
It seems like they people who really like isekais particularly really like fucking cute girls more than, I don't know what it is. Is it the light novel thing? Does anyone know? You Overlord fans, what's the big deal with waifus? Because like I'm a big anime fan, but I don't get it. Is this a weird take?
I just feel like everyone who requested this video is gonna be like, so we tell you to watch these, and then you insult us.
It's not an insult.
You call us thirsty.
I mean, I don't know how they could deny that. Is the thing. It's not an insult, and it's not a criticism. I just don't get it because I'm not into that. I don't watch anime for the cute girls. So that's just genuinely, since I never got that, that's not what I look for when I look for a show. And I used to think that's not what normal people look for when they look for shows, but it seems like with the extremely common, like with ReZero and shit like this, it seems like a thing that people really enjoy is like having a lot of cute girl characters populating the main cast. That's not something that I look for. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying I don't personally look for that when I look for a show. But I like the art style.
I like it a lot. I like the images are sort of dark, but then there's the light is coming in. I really like that. It's very cool.
Yeah, I like the art style. That's not the thing that I don't dislike. It's just I'm not a huge fan of a lot of stills in endings personally. But what was here was really good. It was clearly well done. So last one, Overlord 3 ending, Silent Silhouette.
A bit different.
It's the same style though.
Yeah.
Which I respect for sure. Oh yeah, see, thank you Crunchyroll for having an end card on the end of your video. What'd you think of that one?
I think the second one was my favorite, then the first one, and then this one. I think this one might have been my least favorite.
I think so everyone was clamoring for us to watch these, and I think it's a classic case of you had to be there just to understand why it was good. Like, if you need to watch this seems like a classic example of, fuck, these endings are so incredible. They're so good. You guys have to watch them. If you like the openings, God, you'll love the endings. I think it's a strong case of, after you get to the end of the episode, you're like, holy shit, I can't wait for the next one. And then that fucking ending kicks in, and it's like, oh my God, this is awesome. That happens enough times to where you're like, these endings are incredible. When really, the show is incredible, and the endings are good, but like you are experiencing the endings at the point where your enjoyment is at its peak. That's my theory on why people love these so much. Because as someone who has not seen the show, has only watched the openings, I don't get that enjoyment from this. It's not that I dislike them or I think that they're bad. But it seems like these were made for people who like the show. Not for, because a lot of endings and openings I feel like are made to also be experienced outside of the show, where you could watch them stand alone and get like a story and like a piece of something out of them. With these, it seems like the aesthetics and like all the different characters, it's all showcasing things that you're supposed to love after having seen the show, which isn't uncommon, but that's why I think I don't really like these as much as I think people were hoping we would.
I like them. I like the I like the like art and the aesthetic of it. I think the third song, like, I think the visuals for all of them, I think for the second one and the third one were both really good. The first one was maybe slightly weaker just because there wasn't as much going on. It was just the one character. And then the third song was, like, not as good, but I really liked the second one. I think the second one was probably my favorite.
Out of the three, I like the second one the most.
I think I would have liked the first one song, but it was just slightly too much. It was
very one note.
It was a little bit grating.
I think it was not enough. It was too much of one thing, you mean?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Too much of what? Because you're saying too much.
I was talking about the song.
Oh, the song. Oh, okay.
Just the song.
Again, I think the quality is partly what ruined that, because the quality was poor on that.
Yeah. But anyway,
and that made,
I quite like them, but I think that I would probably like them more if I was watching the show.
100%.
But I do like them, and I think there is some really beautiful art and beautiful pictures going on.
I agree. Yeah, there's the
character designs are really nice.
The character designs, I really like the main girl's design. She has a really cool design. A lot of the characters are really cool. It's very, like, it seems like if you like MMOs, you would really like this. Which you aren't a huge fan of MMOs. But, like, just the whole, obviously it's based, like, I guess the conceit is that it's like an isekai because he's, like, pulled into a game. Apparently there's more to that than, like, we're supposed to know, having not seen the show. A lot of people were like, oh, you don't even know what happens. It's like, yeah, I know. That's the entire point. But yeah, so since this is like, they got like the big armor and shit, and like the giant weapons and stuff. And it seems very MMO inspired. And you can see that in the character designs, which is really cool. I like that.
I really like the sort of dark aesthetic of it. I don't know how much the entire show is like that, but that was sort of in the openings and now in the endings. And I really like specifically the style of this because it's sort of taken that edgy style, if you want to call it that, but brought it a little bit more modern. So it's not quite the same as like Soul Eater being that sort of almost Halloween creepy aesthetic. Mm-hmm. But then this is still like a darker aesthetic, but really clean, mm-hmm. if that makes sense. And I personally just really like that look. In general,
it does. Yeah, I do know what you mean. It reminds me a lot of Terra's art style, in a lot of ways. Hope you guys enjoyed, or at least found our reaction interesting to the endings of Overlord. You can get the uncut of this reaction and all the other ones we've done on our channel on our Patreon, as well as vote on the next opening and ending reactions that we're going to be doing. We do 2 of these videos a week, so there's 2 polls you can vote on. If you go to our Patreon, you can go check that out and decide what we're going to be watching next. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And we'll see you next one. Bye-bye. Thank you to all of our patrons, especially those in the Student Council.
Zenge,
John Ortega,
Aurora,
Lewis,
Christian Bay,
Kage Uzumaki,
Dreadful XR,
Xiao Lao,
Brian,
Handicap Bonkai,
D23L,
Charles Liu,
Jude Caspino Buford,
Nick Psycho,
Michael Wells,
King Mr. Mew,
Rifleman Z51,
Thelmus Celetius,
Brandon Bruce,
Yankee,
Vanonian,
Yuki Ali,
Mord Tarragon,
Josh Carey Gray,
Jordan Agnew,
Lolly Convict,
Redacted,
Zachary Porth,
Mohammed Burnham Ahmed,
Michael E. Zabel,
Callum Forsyth,
Nicholas Woody,
Soma Yukahara,
Dogs Free,
It's Your Boy Dom,
Christian Nielsen,
Phantom,
Quant Tuggle,
Proyectos Informatica,
Sugar Daddy Alex,
Tara,
Hunter Wayne Germany. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next one.